Hardleg and his friends. They're gonna play a lot of games. It's Legsplay.
Ha! Ho ho! Hee hee! Ha ha! Welcome back to Legsplay! Hardleg Joe here once again with
Captain Cardsworth.
Okay, you're still going by Captain Cardsworth?
Aren't we? Get this? Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, I mean we started as Captain Cardsworth, but you're trying to rebrand yourself.
Yeah, I'm not transitioning.
Yeah, you might be someone else at some point. And welcome back to Megaman Legends, the fourth episode. This is the second time we're recording this.
4.1.
Yeah. So we recorded several more episodes. We got pretty far, and then the video was corrupted. So now I had to restart the game because we didn't have our old save from this point. And yeah, so we're at the same point we were, but you may notice that things are slightly different. This time I did the boss fight better, so the bank is still survived. That building did not though. I also collected a lot more money. So let's see. I think my buster parts are still the same, right? I just had like an attack and a range.
I think you had the sniper.
Yeah, I remember I had the sniper one, and I think I have more life than I did before. And I bought this and equipped it, the flak jacket, which this is last time we played this. I had bought this, and then I didn't know you had to equip it. I thought it just automatically equipped, and we realized it like 3/4 of the way through the episode, and it was funny. But now we just realize it now, and it's not as funny. But it's fine. Yeah, either way, we've collected a bunch of things, and we're gonna go. You remember the pirates? They were on the other side of this.
Yes, the pirates, the boat, Theodore Tugboat.
Yeah, we fought like the girl pirate first and her little Lego minions, and then we fought the giant baby pirate.
Somebody else.
It's so adorable.
Look like a police officer.
I guess we don't have to murder him.
We'll show him, just like we showed that officer.
Oh God! I like to imagine them in the tank just listening to Cop Killer. Just like, yeah, fuck the police.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Yeah, we at Hardleg Gaming, we don't want to fuck the police. The police are pretty nice, at least where we're around. I understand that in certain like locations and stuff, the police can be kind of shady. And obviously they're not flawless by any means, but I think I'd rather have police than not have police.
And you know, as someone who's so single and desperate, you shouldn't dismiss any fucking possibilities.
I think when Biggie was talking about fucking the police, he didn't mean in that way.
Comment in the comments if you've ever fucked a police in that way.
Yeah. Do we have anyone married to any police officers out there?
Kale?
Yeah, when we go in here, and then the police are like, yeah, we made it about as far as this shack.
And then we hid in this little box.
Oh, it's you. Those pirates' weapons are too strong. We can't get close. It'll be a matter of time before they find the treasure. We gotta do something. What are you doing here? I thought I would be safe here, but there's nowhere to run. They're everywhere. Maybe this is the legendary disaster. It's like, you have a gun? Why don't you go out and fight people?
He may not have a gun. That might just be a satchel where he keeps his Q-tips.
He keeps his sandwiches in there. Just a nice little, like, 1/4 slice. Part of me kind of wants to do that, but I'm worried one day I'll go for a lunch break, and people will confuse me for, like, drawing a weapon, and that'll be the last you hear of me. It'll be a sad state of, hey, don't throw bombs at me.
Hardleg Joe, shot at Culver's, yo.
Putting a sandwich in a gun holster was a bad idea. And I don't think I can get, yeah, their money. Yes, money!
Don't you have the super jump?
No. This is, you've ruined the surprise. This was before the super jump. Now everyone knows there's a super jump coming, and they won't be surprised when they see it. It's fine.
Sorry.
This is the spoilers episode, just so you know. There's a boss fight coming up here against a big
with
thing.
A boat.
Yeah.
And a super jump. And you're beating those tanks by taking their hull plating offline.
Yeah.
Which is the stupidest thing, that hull plating can go offline.
Yeah, that's the reference to the, Oh yeah, and we can attack them from slightly off range because of the sniper thing. They're just like, this is fine. The dog's in there. Apparently you can kick these guys. Someone told me.
The Lego gremlins?
Oh, yeah. What's the kick button?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't have the kick button. Oh yeah, but you can blow them up and then they're sad. Look at them. He's also, what was it? I watched a, like, Did You Know Gaming about Mega Man Legends. And apparently the people are, like, very blatant about, like, oh yeah, they were totally based off Legos. They're, like, just completely Legos. And like, the director was like, I love Legos. But that's fine, because Lego can't copyright their shape. They can only copyright the word Legos and, like, certain other qualities about them.
Because after all, you can't patent a pocket.
Yeah. You can't pretty much anything about, like, a game or, like, the design of it and stuff. It's fine. Should I kill every Lego man?
No.
Okay, good.
We have a long adventure ahead of us again.
We do. And what was it? It's, I'm not sure if you've been reading any of the comments or anything.
No.
Well, when we first went, there were a couple of people like, yeah, I love this game. You should do every side quest. And then by the third episode, we're getting comments from people like, yeah, the gameplay isn't all that exciting to watch. Maybe you should just power your way through the story. So we'll get a second, question.
Opinion.
Yeah. We'll ask people again. Now that you're like 3 episodes in, should I maybe go do some side quests and stuff off camera or whatever? Or should I just power my way through the story?
They're already commenting if they'd fuck a police.
Yeah, but I mean, they could do. I doubt very many. Yeah, and I always like to make fun of this fact that, like, they didn't know how to handle water, so they're like, we're just invisible walls. You can't.
Invisible wall.
Invisible walls. Yeah, but I was also surprised. I looked up a speed run of this to see, like, how fast people can beat it in. I think it's like an hour and 40 minutes or whatever. It's really not one of those. I forget. Did we talk about this last time?
Yeah, how you could beat like Mario 64 in 4 minutes or something.
Yeah, with like all these things, and in Mega Man Legends, there's not a whole lot of like super game-breaking bugs.
Don't forget to pick the flower.
Oh yeah. There's yeah, you discovered this. You're like, what's with that lone flower? I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was there, but we got it. I really need to get a rip of this soundtrack. Just use it as my own music. Oh, hey, it's Monkey Man. Diaper Monkey. It looks like those pirates are digging a big hole or something.
Are you sure he's wearing a diaper and he's not just made out of a dreidel?
Could be either one, really.
Dreidel monkey.
Save. Yep, I want to save. There was another... If you catch him on the right frame, he looks very lewd.
He's a seed weasel.
Just because of the way his hand is kind of placed and everything. I'll have to. We'll see if we can. I'll be on the lookout for it. I think it was Crispy Bacon who pointed it out. Shout outs to Crispy Bacon.
Yes, yes, we lost your last shout out.
Yeah.
In the great blackening.
Oh, there's more. I thought this was the boss fight. I guess I gotta go here first. It's fine. These tanks are not very powerful. Whoever heard of pirates with tanks? Pretty sure Somalian pirates never had tanks.
Look at us. We are the tanks now.
We are the tanks now?
Yes.
Is that a reference to something?
A very poor reference to Captain Phillips. With the Somali pirates of, look at me, I'm the captain now. Just blow up the tanks, Joe.
Yeah, there's some, like, I was looking at the speed run, there's some way to, like, trick the game into letting you, like, fire faster than you normally would be able to. They keep doing this thing where, like, he shoots and then turns around real quick. Probably some frame-perfect thing.
I dig and I'm still nowhere
Pretty sure Overwatch has stuff like that, too.
I dig and it's...
Because, I know Aimless has bitched at me about when my bitching of Overwatch. Like, no, just watch this Genji play and how quick he can do all this. Like, it's not cheating. I'm like, he's using abilities faster than they're programmed to use. That's the definition of cheating.
You've got to, like, attack and, like, on the reload animation frame.
Yeah, it's like animation canceling. I'm like, that's the definition of cheating if you're circumventing the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, but...
Even if they're not patching it.
If they're not patching it, and then you can use it in, like, the Overwatch League, and they don't mind. They're like, whatever, it's like a skill shot. Let them do it. You must destroy the digging robot Marl Wolf. Its outer shell is heavily armored. Shoot the treads.
Marl Wolf.
Then jump, yeah. I remember this was really difficult when I was, like, a kid.
It was real difficult for you last week when we did this, too.
It only took me one try.
Yeah,
As a
but
kid,
it was a long try.
Yeah. The treads? Okay, that's the treads.
Enemy shields analyzed. Aim for the open spots.
Aim for the legs! Won't even crash, scratch my pain, except for the parts where it does.
Yeah, go ahead and drool all you want. You can't hurt that finish. Now, rainwater, that'll strip it right off.
Come on, stop. Okay.
Stop shooting me so I can kill you, please. Oh, my.
Oh!
You're getting street swept there.
Oh no! I'm being attacked by whatever this is, some kind of giant robot. It's fine, I've got more health than normal, I take 1/4 damage.
You're at half health now, Joe. And
I've also got a thing that, like, lets me cure stuff.
stim packs.
Yeah.
Delicious stim
Not
packs.
quite. Okay, there we go.
What does he think he's doing?
I'm attacking you, clearly.
Winning.
It's a pity all you have at this point is like the mine launcher, which is not good against these tanks. I mean, I suppose I could run up to it and lay a mine and then try to back away before it had a chance. Ha! They shot themselves.
You foolish fool!
You foolish
Smith &
mortal.
Wesson fails again!
Can I jump up here? No.
Not yet, but with the super jump...
Coming soon to a game near you. Alright, just excuse me, don't use those hands or anything. There you go.
Well, how else am I supposed to
Get up
masturbate, Joe?
here. Very carefully. With your feet. That's one of those things you every once in a while you see those documentaries about the people like
Masturbate
life
with their feet?
No, where they're like life with no hands and they're like you drive a car and you can hold like a fork with their toes and everything, but they never mention how they masturbate.
It's a very, very interesting theory. I dropped my fidget thing off your desk. Now I have nothing
Damn
to
it!
use.
I was supposed to jump.
And you just fell.
Why didn't I jump? You're responsible for coming up with reasons why things happen after they happen.
Okay, your mind was preoccupied on waffles.
Oh, okay. That's a much better thing than what I was actually preoccupied with, so it's fine. And they're like, don't open the door, idiot!
You were preoccupied with fantasizing about Jennifer Aniston's tits?
No. I was thinking about foot masturbation, clearly. Aha! What's up, fucker? Oh. Let me try this again. Again, speedrunning strats. Oh! That didn't speedrun at all, it just hurt me! This was a terrible... Okay, one second.
I want to heal up there.
Let me use my special drink. There we go. I'll drink my drink. I drink my drink. Okay. This is fine. This will definitely go faster. It won't be like a super long thing of me, like, completely fucking up this.
That's what she said.
Oh. Ah! Okay. We just gotta wait, it's fine. Before, I think the first time we did this, I was like, I think you can get up here. Yeah, I just need to watch out for what comes out of there. I need to step away, but I know, yeah, that's the speedrun. They just run up and they drop a bunch of mines on it and it kills it, like, instantly. I think they might also have, like, made the power of their mines better.
Most likely. You're doing no damage to it.
I've done damage to it. That bar is lower than the bar was before.
Barely.
Barely is still lower.
In a matter of technicalities.
Ask any bear. Yeah, I just need to make sure those don't come out. I gotta wait for the, like, little guy. Haha! I learned to dodge roll. Huh. Okay. Just need to stand back here. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Close. Yeah. Yeah, you can hear that weird noise like they weren't prepared for that. Oh!
Surprise attack coming from above.
Yeah, I think that might have been, again, I didn't watch the whole speed run, but when they first ran up there, they were like, yes! And I think it's because if the little guy walks out, then you get a chance to do that, and if those come out, you don't. Which is one of those speedrunning things where it's like, yeah, he probably played up to this point like 30 times, hoping to get the one where the guy would, like, answer the door first. Oh god. Stop it. Okay. You're
If Shin
good.
and Nintendo are such dicks, we could play Star Fox.
Yep. It's okay, I dodged it somehow.
You did. I'm impressed. You're learning.
The power of love. There we go. It did it. That was much faster. And I'm gonna kill you too. It's like, wait, I surrender. There we go. It's inconceivable. It's unbelievable. It's
Superman in a tiara!
da, 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 da.
How much does he think it cost to build that in the first place?
He's like, but we lost.
If it's the last thing I
I'm
ever
not
did.
supposed to lose. Let me see the script.
Master Teaser.
When was the bad guy loses? When does that happen?
Master Teaser.
I'll just have to sit here and think about what I've done. Be a sad journey back up into the land of the hippopotamus.
That's
Also, that was a really, really long thing that dropped down there. And he was just sitting on the edge. I'm surprised he didn't just be like, I've... Oh, gross.
I'll get you.
I'll get you, little boy.
And your little cat too.
I don't have a cat.
You have a very big cat. It attacked me before we started
Yeah.
recording.
I mean, I have a cat, but he's Megaman. Megaman doesn't have a cat.
But you, Joseph, do.
Yes. Although I'd appreciate if you didn't use my real last name.
The mayor says there's something real important she has to talk
There we
with you
go.
about.
Oh boy.
Can you come back here?
I could try. No.
I wonder if something's wrong with this radio. I thought I just heard you say you're not going? Megaman, you'll go see the mayor, right?
Roger. I'll head back to City Hall.
What?
So much for free will.
They had a voice line there, just in case you said no. Yeah, it is really weird where they give you a
Meanwhile,
choice.
back at the Legion of Doom.
Oh, you know they're evil because Japanese.
If only we'd known there was someone like him here in the first place. We won't fail next time. We'll ambush him. Concentrate our firepower on him.
I just noticed
We
this
won't
guy is
cut him
Bato
any
from
slack just
Ghost in the
because
Shell,
we outnumber
kind of.
him. That kid's going down.
Sure.
Just wait till you see, Teasel. I've got a new robot I've been wanting to build that'll do the trick.
These little Lego creatures are drinking antifreeze, apparently.
This time,
Yep.
we get
Sir,
rid
you're
of
leaking
boy
cool
for
into the
sure,
alarming rate.
and get that
Want me to
treasure.
patch that up with some hot resin?
Futurama references. Yeah, I think that's the one big thing about this story is like,
Megaman, good going.
Master Roshi has to
You
tell us some
showed those
things.
pirates who's boss.
But he's not max power, Max Roshi.
It's like, we've decided
How
to
can
just
I
get rid
thank
of the
you?
police
You've done
force. I
so
mean,
much
obviously
for
you're
us.
way more competent than all of them
I
could
hope
ever
this
be.
will convince those pirates to
Also,
give up.
I'm convinced that all
I'm
of them
afraid
but
to
that
think
one
what might
detective
happen
are the
if they get
same
their hands on
guy.
the treasure.
They look
The legend
oddly
says
similar.
Horrible disaster will occur if it's ever unearthed.
And this is Mega Man Legend, so we
Even
tend to
if that's
believe in the
just a
legends.
Lately, we've been detecting increased activity underground. The
Oh,
Reaver
boy.
bots are apparently activating of their own accord.
Even they have to deal with climate
It has me
change.
concerned. Maybe there's some truth to those stories about a horrible disaster.
Maybe.
I wonder. Megaman.
It's a pity we can't
would you
hear
be
some of
willing
those
to
stories.
explore
I
the
know.
caves
I'm
and
really
dungeons
curious
on the
sometimes
island
when they just say that there's a
and
legend.
see if you can find
Be like,
anything.
oh yes, go talk to old Tommy. No.
What? And you call yourself a digger?
Hey,
How can
rude.
you turn down
Indeed.
an offer like that?
Yes.
You will? Oh,
You
thank
will?
you so
Oh boy,
much.
like I said no the
Here.
first time.
You'll need this.
What are you looking up on your phone while we're
Only
recording?
the best
I'm listening,
diggers
I'm
are
playing.
able
Okay.
to
I'm here.
license
I'm attentive,
the
that's
best
fine.
of the best.
It looked like recipes
With
for
that
some sort of
license,
sandwich.
You'll be able to get into the sealed
No.
off sites.
Okay, we got a Class A
The ones
license.
those
A
pirates
Class
have been
A
trying to
license.
Hey,
I give you my permission to dig in the island's subgates.
thanks,
Just let me know if
Mom.
you find anything that can tell us about the treasure or that disaster that's supposed to happen. if
I'll
the
think
treasure
about
is
it.
Disturbed. And I hate to mention this, but
Could you take out the trash
if
on your
while
way
you're
out?
digging, you find anything of value,
Give it to
it would
me.
mean a lot to us if you could donate it to help with the restoration of the city.
Yeah.
Thank you again. Be careful.
I'm good. Yeah, apparently there's also some weird mechanic where, like, if you do bad things in the game, Mega Man's armor slowly turns into a darker shade of blue until it becomes like this dark black armor.
Let's do that. Let's go for Black Mega Man.
It doesn't actually like do anything, and it's apparently like fairly difficult to do. You'd have to look up like how to get the armor to turn dark, because there's like specific things you need to do. Yes, give me all my things. Repair my shield. We're gonna save. Okay, so what should we go explore the things and get the jump boots now?
The jet boots?
Or should we go do the TV station thing? Because that was so exciting.
Oh yeah.
Do
Do the jump boots.
the jump boots. Okay, you got it, boss. What are your thoughts on the new Star Wars movie?
I liked it.
Spoiler free.
I liked it. It was really good. I think they did a really good job working with what they had left to work with, which was not much after they were written into a corner from The Last Jedi. They, they had to suddenly develop all their characters that got no development in the last one because the Last Jedi did nothing.
I'm looking for mushrooms on the other side of the passage when a tank rolled out of nowhere. I'm getting out of here. Whoop, 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 whoop.
And I strongly would recommend you go see it, but you're like, no, I'm just gonna not give them money.
Yeah. Disney doesn't need any more money.
Sure they do. They're threatening to be less rich.
Oh no! Whatever will we do?
Let's show Miss Tron what we can do.
I wonder, they never really explain why we're here. What do you want to do? Yeah, we'll continue on. They never explain. Oh yeah.
I may not be able to do much.
But I can drive this van into pedestrians.
That sounds fun. Let's run over the pedestrians.
Yeah, this is such a weird part of the game because I guess they couldn't be sure how good you were at this point.
Just a little bit more, Mega Man. We're almost there.
So they're like, "Oh, there's 5 tanks. Do you wanna go back?" Like, you gotta watch out for those 5. Like, I just beat a whole bunch of them. I don't think you can come here until after. And then they're like, "Oh, if you get too hurt, you can always just hide behind there." But I guess some people wouldn't be used to the shooting or whatever. But yeah, that's the thing I keep hearing that has me, like, iffy. Like, I hear a lot of people who don't like it, but even the people who do like it are always like, they like it with qualifications. They're like, it's good considering what they had to work with. I'm like, that sounds like it's like a mediocre movie, just that came out of bad circumstances. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. Perhaps in a future episode we'll have a big spoiler thing of it. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I really enjoyed it.
Oh! You're supposed to help me! That didn't happen last time!
You do get a lot of people saying that, there's a bunch of exposition.
I've heard the opening text crawl is basically like a whole nother movie's worth of stuff happened in between this one and the previous one.
Yeah, a lot of what was in this new one should have really been in, like, The Last Jedi.
It should have been the second movie, and then they just do it, but they had to kind of rush it together. Just to combine everything. Yeah, doesn't Kylo Ren, like, put his helmet back together? Because
yes.
I've seen promotional art of it where, like, God damn it, roll! I've seen promotional art where it's, like, glued back together and it's got cracks and stuff. It's like, they gave him that helmet, and then The Last Jedi had this whole thing about, like, I'm not just gonna be in Darth Vader's shadow, and he smashes the helmet. And then in the third one, he's like, fuck it, I want to be Darth Vader again, put the helmet back together.
Yeah.
It's really iconic. Without that, I'm just Baby Driver or whatever his name is.
Huh? There's a fence? I'm gonna ram it, Mega Man.
It's like, I could take on the, like, tanks, no problem. Fence, too much for Mega Man to deal with. Better get rolling here.
I'm not used to driving yet.
That one was on me, but I had to kind of see, you know. Will she hit me again? I wonder how many different lines they have for when you get hit. That might be something to experiment with if you ever go and do this on your own. Yeah, so this
That would require me to play games, Joe.
not
What do
you, I'm talking to the audience
Oh.
now.
You think I'm some kind of gamer?
Somewhat. Aren't you thinking about starting a gaming Twitch?
Yes, I've started it, but
What kind of games are you going to do specifically?
games, PC.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I'm finding is, like, most generic gaming channels are having trouble. It's, like, the niche gamers that you gotta go for, the people who are like, I'm just going to play this one game and do it better than anyone else. Or this, like, subsection of games. Just horror games, or just RTSs, or just card games. That's why the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff is taking off. You could use this as a launching point and play every Mega Man game.
I could, if I had interest in Mega Man.
Mega Man?
Ah, shut up, Roll!
High energy
I'm
readings
seeing
from
something in
close
front
by.
of you.
There's a big shiny thing right in front of you!
And a big one, too.
Yeah, I know, I can see it, just let me go grab it!
Is the refractor shielded?
Yes!
Most high-level refractors are protected in some kind of shield.
Yeah, I know,
You'll
I've
have
been
to look for the
I've
control
been digging
console
before.
And deactivate the shield.
Yep, and then this one, it needs 3
Nothing.
keys.
It looks like the starter's missing.
The starter for
Probably
the
hidden
shield.
somewhere nearby. You'll have to find it.
I don't suppose
Remember,
you're getting any
there might
readings
be
on,
more than one starter key too.
Yeah, there's clearly 3 holes. We're good, giggity. Into the thing we go. Away we go. To explore the great unknown. Oh yeah, didn't I have... Oh yeah. Last time we came here I had the missile launcher.
You did.
Yeah, because I think we went into the other one first, which has the, like, parts for it.
Oh, look out for those ceiling fans.
Yep. Oh no! Don't! No! I needed that money! Ah! It's fine, there's a hole in the wall. There's also something marching towards me. Hey, 23 bucks.
I love holes in the wall, Joe.
Yep. There's a hole in the bottom of the wall. There's a hole in the bottom of the wall.
Jim's escaping through the hole in the wall, the hole in the wall.
Some mine that turned out to be. Come on. Okay, that didn't do much. There we go.
The mines don't do that much. I don't know why you keep using them.
Because I don't have anything else.
You should have equipped the bowling ball launcher.
There is no bowling ball launcher. You're thinking of that movie Mystery Men from the 90s.
Is there really a movie that has a bowling ball launcher?
There's a superhero called the Bowler who has, like... She has, like, a bowling ball with her father's skull into it, and she can, like, channel it and make it attack people and stuff.
Interesting.
She, like, tore down a whole, like, mansion with a bowling ball. It was awesome. There was also the Shoveler. He shovels well, and he uses his power for good. And, Ben Stiller was in that.
I'm not a big Ben Stiller fan.
He was Mr. Furious. They're like, what's your power? He's like, I get angry. And they're like, we all get angry. Like, shut up, man. And the Blue Raja. Ooh. Oh yeah, there we go. He threw spoons and forks and knives. He tried to do forks and knives mostly, but he had a whole thing of silverware, so his big problem was that he kept doing spoons on accident. And spoons are not good for solving crimes. No, my money! I hate this game! Why did I ever want to play that?
Did you find anything?
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Oh, she's
I'm
talking
picking
double
up a
talk
faint
again.
signal. That must be the starter key.
You must
Keep
be the
looking,
starter
there's
key.
Probably a few more lying around somewhere.
Yeah, probably. They're probably in your ass. Okay.
Comment in the comments if they're crawling around your ass.
No, don't. I don't want to know about that. I get enough ass stuff in my other job
You don't have another job.
that you know of. There we go. Money first,
Is
battles
that
later.
what you and Ron do in your off hours?
What me and Ron do is none of your business, alright? This is why I don't tell you about my other job. Mr. Judgmental Jerry over here, and I thought your name was Dan.
It is. You just think it's not.
There we go. There's the Millennium Puzzles. Gotta make sure we take care of those. Yep.
You need to solve those, Joe.
Everything has to... Nah, just shoot it. I'm surprised Yugi didn't think about that.
Just shoot the puzzle.
Yep. Hey, I found an old doll. That'll be useful, right?
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
We could sell it to a voodoo witch doctor.
A voodoo priest. You found a grenade kit. Hey.
Hey, those were useful.
Remember the first time you went on a dig, Megaman?
No, I don't.
I wasn't used to being a spotter.
I remember the first time I went on a date.
For 3 days. Remember?
Remember when you were lost for 3 days? Wasn't that awful?
You hadn't been there.
Oh. Oops. I may have made a big oops.
What did you do?
I missed the jump.
So
and now I'm stuck. Okay.
Go around.
Go on. Now I need to like leave and come back again to reload everything. You remember this? It's like the ice blue. Do a 180. Back he goes. Through the loading zones. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good in the hood. My name is Joe, his name is Dan, and we have food. Which is like food, but with fundamental differences. Yeah, we're gonna walk on the crumbly glass. And it's hard to maneuver. And there's a green box. We'll have to come back for that. Right now we're going back into the room we were just in, but now we're higher up, so it's okay. Chest! You found a spring set!
Springs!
Spring is here again.
Doesn't look like there are any big
Springtime for Megaman.
Is there something? Found an old bone! Giggity? Maybe?
I can show you a young bone. Give me a minute.
Just give me a minute, I gotta get warmed up first, you know, it takes a little while. Okay. Press a button, press a button, press a button. Simple. You call that a puzzle? It's barely a puzzle at all.
Did you find another starter?
Yep, I certainly did. I do know how to count to 3, so I'm pretty sure that is 2. Okay. And then we just gotta like, woo!
Woo!
Oh. Fall damage doesn't count. What do you mean Bender's dead? He said woo! That was just air escaping from his fat. Can I jump over this? God damn it. Alright, back around we go. But yeah, I was just gonna say, going back to Star Wars, I kind of feel like... I don't know, I used to like Star Wars, I used to have nostalgia for it, but even before the remakes, it kind of like faded off. Or not the remakes. The first one was almost a remake. But I kind of just like felt myself becoming less interested in it. And now that it's like clearly owned by a corporation that's just going to try to like please the fans essentially, or just do whatever. I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like regardless of how it goes, the thing about Star Wars is that like, you know, even the prequels were bad, but at least it was like George Lucas's vision.
True.
Like at least he clearly had an idea of what he wanted to do and he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe I didn't like it, but it was different from what I would have expected. It was something unique. And I think, well, another guy I was watching who reviewed it pointed out, like, you know, the first Star Wars was kind of like revolutionary in how it like told stories, even though it was like ye olde kind of story, it did it better. It changed how summer blockbusters were.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the second movie, or the second trilogy, you know, not super like revolutionary in that regard, but it was super revolutionary as far as like pushing the boundaries of digital film and green screen and stuff. Which again wasn't like, it didn't turn out great. You have like some really awkward like bad green screen stuff from the prequels where it's clearly like two people just standing in a room talking to each other and everything was added in post. But at least it was kind of like pushing the envelope. With this, there was this big, I remember all the, like, making of the new trilogy, and they're like, yeah, we're going back to using blue screens, and we've made all these, like, props and everything. And it's like, that's cool that you're going back to the old way of doing things. But you're also just doing the same thing again. Like, you're going back to the old way of doing things. Like, you have all the money in the world, Disney. You could have literally, like, pushed the envelope and made, like, let me see an animatronic, like, Jabba the Hutt that moves. Like a fully mobile one. Like, you could have done all sorts of shit. You could have made a real Millennium Falcon and flew it through space and got, like, pictures from Earth.
They could have, yeah.
Yeah.
That is my one gripe with, like, well, my one gripe overall with the entire new trilogy is that, you know, with the original Star Wars, you know, George Lucas was there.
Yeah.
He didn't direct all three of them, but he wrote them, and he, like, had that guiding hand throughout the thing.
Yeah.
So, there was always a overall control, like, one hand was on the wheel at all times. Disney just kind of was like, do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think that was, it mostly hit with Last Jedi. Like, Force Awakens, whether you loved it or hate it, was a decent movie. And I think it did a fair job of what it was set out to do, which was introduce new characters while also tying in the original cast, which I didn't think you needed to do. You could have set that 100 years later, 500 years later, and then say, like,
probably should have.
They should have, and then you could have just been like, you know,
and
Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, you know, has started the new Jedi Order, and then just go off from there. Like, mention them, like, in Legend, and, you know, I don't know how long Wookiees live, but maybe you could have had, like, old great-great-great-grandpa Chewie or something show up as your original cameo, or the droids.
Have, like, a video that, like, Luke recorded beforehand, or, like, a hologram or something.
Yeah, like, you didn't need to bring... Because that is their... I feel like once they bit off the original characters, you were instantly going to set yourself up for failure with a lot of the original fans. Because, well, now, you know, the story I thought concluded perfectly with Return of the Jedi, and now you're bringing it back open again.
The fact that... And the other thing, too, is, like, because you basically had to reset everything, it sort of invalidates the first trilogy, because it's like, you know... I'm not sure if they explained in the third movie, who the hell are the First Order? Where the fuck did they come from, and how did they get so many resources?
Yeah, they don't go into that. It's just...
And it's like, yeah, they didn't explain that in the first series, but that's what the whole prequels were about, setting up where the Empire came from. So you at least had a thing for it. It's one thing to, like, you know, you start on A New Hope, and just, like, the Empire's there, you can understand it. But when you're making a sequel where the Empire was defeated, and now there's a bigger Empire... Like, you know, they're just sort of... And that's the thing, you're like, they say they could do whatever they want, but at the same time, they're like, but you also got to include these characters. Well, you also can't tell a story about them, because they can't be the main characters.
Right. And so...
item development.
They pigeonholed themselves by bringing back the new cast. If they'd just gone in the future, you know,
Ta-da!
it would have been fine.
The Grenade Kid!
But... the biggest problem they had with this new trilogy is they didn't stick to a plan. Like, JJ did what he did for Force Awakens, whether you loved it or hate it, and he wrote a rough draft and an outline for 8 and 9, where they needed to go with all these things he mentioned.
Yeah.
And when Rian Johnson came along, and this isn't just speculation, like Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey, has outright come out and said, yeah, Rian Johnson didn't keep a single thing that JJ had planned for Last Jedi. He threw it away and made and rewrote the entire thing. And so you can't do that. Like, when you're part of a trilogy, like, you need to build off what was set down in the first one, and he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He literally threw most of it away. Like,
but I mean, here's the thing, at least for me, because again, I'm one of the few people that, like, I really like The Last Jedi. Like, I know it has flaws and everything, obviously, but I still liked a lot of what it did. And if I went into Last Jedi being like, if this is just Return of the Jedi, like, again, but with slightly different characters, like, I'm not watching the third one. And that's why, like, and that's part of the reason why I'm not interested in the actual third one, because it seems like it's just Return of the Jedi, but
there's elements
slightly...
they borrow from Return of the Jedi, like they did in Force Awakens with A New Hope, but...
Oh, hey.
I mean, it's definitely something, you know, worth seeing, and I think they had the impossible task, because you were never going to please everyone with this last one, because if you loved Last Jedi, and you wanted to see them make another Last Jedi-style Star Wars movie, you're going to be disappointed, because they basically go in the complete opposite direction you could have gone from Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And
if you liked the first one,
they even throw some lines of dialogue in there that directly are like middle fingers at the Last Jedi, like as polite a middle finger as you can give it. Like there's a line in there about the Holdo maneuver, where she crashes the ship at light speed, and they're like, "We need to just do that again," and they're like, "No, that was 1 in a million. It'll never work again." And there's another one, but I won't give it away because it's more spoilery.
Okay.
But
either way, let's continue this next time on Legsplay.
Is it next time on Legsplay time? But I want to rant now.
You can come back next time for more rants, or I guess if you don't like rants, then skip ahead to the next episode after this or something. Either way, we're gonna go on a TV station, play some games.
Some mini games.
Yeah, mini games.
Next time on Gameplay.
And doing stuff all day.
Comment in the comments if you comment in the comments. Comment in the comments if